Hi guys, welcome back to my channel as I document my journey as I go from a hot mess to success. And today I want to come to you guys and talk about 3 things that you need to consider when dating on your sobriety journey. And that is a big one. So the first one I'm going to start with is putting yourself first. If you've made the conscious decision, whether you've gotten in trouble for it, or you want to do it on your own because you want to change your life, you have to put yourself first. And when saying that is, if you know that you shouldn't be doing something, don't put yourself in that situation for the sake of others. So, for instance, when I first started this journey, or when I first got sentenced to probation, I had a boyfriend at the time. And that was actually our pastime, was drinking, right? So when I got on probation, I let him know that I can't hang out like I used to. At the time, he was like, well, if you can't drink, I won't drink too. But I'm the type of person, I'm not going to put my burdens on anybody else. Like, I'm the one that got in trouble. He didn't, so I wasn't going to expect that from him. But, that's how a partner, that's what they would say. It's like, hey, I'll do it with you. Time comes on, that don't be the case. So I kept putting myself in situations as far as, because I wanted to still be included. I still wanted to hang out, even though I knew it was a temptation to me, even though I knew that I was jeopardizing getting in trouble on probation because I shouldn't have been drinking. But I didn't realize it at the time, but I was not putting myself first. Had I been putting myself first, I'd been like, look, I can't go because I cannot drink. I'm trying to better myself, or I'm trying to stay in compliance. And that would have been an example of me putting myself first. But it took me about 2 years of back and forth for I finally realized that that's what I was not doing. So you have to put yourself. Your problem is not your partner's problem. Typically, when these situations occur, it's always like one person in the relationship that decides to go on this journey. If it happens at the same time, that's what's up. But if you decide that, you want to be sober and you and your partner normally are not together, or you got in trouble like me and you have to, then you want to consider that is your issue, not your partner. So you don't want to put it on your boyfriend or your girlfriend. You can't, they'll still go on and they'll still live their lives as they were before, but you cannot. And I would recommend, if you're going to be dating on a sobriety journey, you need to be dating somebody that's sober, just point blank, period. Or somebody that really wants to sustain from drinking with you, but willingly, not because you asked them to. No one put that pressure on anybody, especially in a romantic relationship. They'll just throw it in your face down the line. By a famous producer, Scott Storch, and I hope I said his last name right. But he said something, because apparently he had a drug addiction problem in the past. And the interviewers, Drink Champs, asked him, what will be the chance of you relapsing? Like, what's a trigger for you, basically? And he said, not these words, I'm cleaning it up. He said, women. And he said, and women who love drugs. And I felt that wholeheartedly. Like, when you're dating, he said, I have to either not be with women or be with women who don't love drugs. It sounds like a no-brainer, but yeah, that's what it is. So that could really tempt you into, relapsing on your sobriety journey or getting in any more trouble. And that has been a struggle for me. It's like most of the guys that want to date, that's what they want to do. That's the first thing they have to offer you. Can I take you to get a drink? Can I take you, to a restaurant? And then they're going to ask if you want a glass of wine, and you got to be like, no. So if you are going to date on your sobriety journey, just understand that it is your issue and not your partner's. You got to bear the cross. If you have a partner that drinks, power to you, baby. It's going to be a struggle. If you're going to date, I say date somebody that's sober. That's somebody that's like health conscious, into fitness. That's what I would be interested in, that we can do something outside of drinking. There's plenty of things to do, like seriously, but it's not a lot of guys that are in that type of mind frame. So if you have one, power to you. If not, free. If you can be alone on your journey of sobriety or while you're taking a break, then do so. And this is coming from me. I am a Libra, baby, okay? I love being in love. I feel like I flourish in relationships. I daydream about relationships. It's either relationships or money, okay? And I've even had to come to that conclusion, because, and don't look at it as a long-term thing. I hate when somebody tells me, oh, well, you just have to be single for a long time. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. But it's not so much of the time period, it's more of what you're going to get out of the process. So basically just working on yourself, whatever that may be. In this case, we're talking about a sobriety journey, sustaining from mind altering substances. So you want to take that time for yourself so you can be a better partner when the time comes. And let me give y'all another little story, because I had to bump my head a few times for me to come to laughing myself. And I'm pretty sure this guy looks back and laughs at this story too. So I told you guys that in the beginning of my probation sentencing, I was getting in trouble a lot because I was not being compliant. So they gave me a alcohol monitoring system in the beginning, like the mobile breathalyzer, but because I wasn't taking it when I should, they gave me the scrammer, which is an ankle monitoring device. It's on your ankle and it like tests your sweat. Okay, I had to wear it for 90 days. And I was like, okay. And I had just broke up with my on and off boyfriend, like right when I got it. So I'm like, you know what? Ain't no way I can date with this thing on here. Okay. I literally, thank God I'm a seamstress, because I literally had to alter all my pants. And I just was really just going to the gym and back. But along the way, somebody tried to holler and I called myself dating. So, I like to keep my nails and my toes looking nice. I went on a few dates with him and he was always complimenting my toes. And he wanted to give me a foot massage, child. I'm like, whatever. So this one particular day, I actually met him at his house and we were going to ride together to go to a haunted house. So we're sitting across from each other. I got my legs crossed because I'm already self-conscious of this ankle monitor. But I got on wide leg pants. I told y'all I altered all my pants to be wide leg. So anyway, I guess within the conversation, I kind of relaxed and uncrossed my legs. And I'm sitting across from him. I promise you, I was like, this brother is nosy. Soon as I did that, he grabbed my foot, the one with the ankle monitor on it. And, he gave me a foot massage. It was the most awkward moment. My stomach literally dropped in my butt. I was like, really, Lord? Really, Lord? But he's probably like, you what took your ass there? So, he put my leg back down. I was like an elephant in the room. I ended up talking to him in the car on the way to the haunted house and letting him know. And surprisingly, he was very understanding, but it was very humiliating for me to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm just going to chill. And I actually still dated him all throughout the period of me having the ankle monitor on. And he was very supportive because he was into health and fitness. He wasn't really a big partier like that. So if you have a partner like that, that's cool. I ended up breaking things off with him and got back with my on and off again boyfriend chat. So then I still got to the point where I was jeopardizing my sobriety. And I'm like, you know what? I just can't. Like, it's just going to have to pause out. The boys ain't going nowhere. And if they are, you know what they say. And it's true. Miss one bus. Next 15, one coming. So I definitely recommend taking the time out to work on yourself. It's a lot easier. And, especially if you plan on being in a long-term relationship once it's all said and done, at least you'll know that you've done the inner work. You don't want to bring that baggage to your partner. We already come with enough. Coming with an addiction that could, hurt them or harm the relationship it's a lot. And I already know I'm a lot sober. So I know that I need to take this time and just to focus on me. So hopefully this helps somebody. Stay tuned.